first of all, to say that I would love to share our findings, but also I'm very marked by what I have observed recently in northern Benin and northern Togo. But we have, perhaps during the discussion, we can share all this. The first point is the general structure of AQIM, which with this very complex evolution. As you may know, you have 5 branches. The former GSPC fighters with Al-Murabitun and Mokhtar Bel-Mokhtar, which was replaced by another Mauritanian. You have the Ansar Din, which is originally founded by Iyad Ali, and which is also evaluating in Gao and the northern Mali, with some new personalities coming in this very important movement inside IQIM. And you have also the Katiba Masina, you may know, which is founded in 2012 in Kona, in central Mali, with the precious Muhammad Kufa. So what we can see before talking to the 2 other branches is a kind of regionalization of jihadist strategy in the Sahel with a strong dimension of community involvement. We can see that with the 2 movements like Mujao, Mouvement pour le Djihad et l'Unicité en Afrique de l'Ouest, it is a splinter group of Al-Murabitun that later became État Islamique au Grand Sahara, and they operate in between Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, and now more and more in other countries. And the Katiba of Serma. The Katiba of Serma is very strange, but because in the beginning people were thinking that all the terrorist groups are from the Tuareg or the others, and he's a Bambara, like someone who is from Mali, from the Malenke zone, who is now evaluating even toward Guinea in the Yanfolia forest and the whole Niger Park in Guinea. And also, this is one of the main important group I can say. Now, we can talk about the blurred structure of AKM. It is a kind of division of labor strategy. AKM is always in recomposition within the region, terrorist and with the terrorist group. And we have a lot of Katibas and Katiba Mina phalanges in Arabic, which are difficult to identify. And they operate mainly in the harassment of security forces in Burkina Faso, and now more and more in northern Togo and Benin, and with highly mobile element. And they continue to have their own autonomy, but depending on the IQM, and they have local shura. Shura in Arabic means Islamic consultation and assembly. Apart from this, you have this structuring which give the impression of dispersion, but they are really organized. They want just to share, to have a division of the labor strategy. And you have a lot of personalities who are emerging, like Talha ibn al-Libi, and who is a Malian fighter who grew in Libya, and other personalities you can see in this group. But now, the more interesting to see is this extension to Burkina Faso and northern Togo and Benin. And now let us come to this kind of expansion. What is the strategy of expansion of this group? What we call, we used to call spillover. They expand through breaches and creation of zone of instability. That means that the terrorist group they have a new kind of organization to try to implement themselves in a lot of countries by creating zones of instability, and they make a lot of effort to control border areas in Benin, in Burkina Faso, and other Katibas. Also, even the Gourma Katiba, which is in the Fada Gourma in Burkina Faso, and evaluating in cooperation with the Katiba Masina. Also, we have all this zone of passage and sporadic attack in northern Benin and Togo, even in Ghana, and they try to create what we call some markers. Markaz in Arabic means center, but markaz is a kind of which is multiplying now in northern Benin. They are some living bases for regrouping fighters, to have logistics, etc. And we can consider the same strategy with the Katiba Masina in Burkina Faso and in Benin, and also the Islamic State in the Sahel, which is the new name of État Islamique au Grand Sahara. Even when you continue the commandery, near Togo, and you have the Katiba Masina, which is very active now, and also some fighters, which is interrogating through northern Benin in the department of Atakora and Alibori and other departments, which are now very targeted with by the extremist group. And now IQIM strategy in the region today seems to revolve around the creation of zone of instability and the instrumentalization to instrumentalize the inter-community conflict. This is very important point because we and the international community, we are continuing to fight terrorism like a foreign body, but more and more people we call terrorists are from those countries. They're indigenous. There is some they born in these countries. Now I'm sure that we have to think about it in the city approach we have until now to use military, to use everything to fight terrorism, intelligence is very important. But what we can have to do more and more is to try to establish dialogue between the central state and the community, because the extremist groups are exploiting, are instrumentalizing the frustration of this community. And what about the financing of AQIM? It is a very complex question about the financing. In general, it's still a matter of debate among the experts, as you may know. But I think that it is necessary to integrate the interdependence between terrorist groups and the change they have occurring in the current territory and space now. You have this recomposition. In the meantime, you have autonomization. You have just, okay, we talk about the zakat, which is taking money from people who are very rich who don't pay that. So sometimes by forcing, like the testimony we have in northern Benin, in Karimama and other zones. And also we have the extraction of gold, and also we can have this transportation and control of transit route with a simple role of securing convoys. Sometimes terrorist groups are not themselves involved in drug trafficking, but they cooperate with criminal groups by taking money from this criminal group in order to finance and to fund their operation. That is this drug trafficking, which is mainly controlled by the Arab of Tlemcen, and the passage of controlling the passage route and right, and also they take money from the hostage. And you have also all this route from the Sahel to Morocco via Mauritania, with this zone we can call Al-Hank, which is the northern part of Mauritania, through the desert, to Malian desert to Algeria border. And some mention also a very important place, very strategical place, which is Wadi Muzarrab. Wadi Muzarrab is a central point, which is the road from northern Mali to Menaka region, and which continue to the other ward through European countries like Italy and other countries. And also you have finally the operation against the Fulani communities in the region. Moreover, this is funding niche is becoming so profitable that Dogon people who are opposed to the Fulani can use that, and now this kind of network can also come from northern Mali, from Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, and even Senegal. So we can say that they are this spillover is not just by military, but they have a very smart strategy. And the most important point we can raise is that we have to pay attention of the communalization of the jihad and how these terrorist groups are instrumentalizing community conflict in order to recruit from the Fulani and other marginalized communities. Okay, I think that it is very important to take it into account while we are thinking about the strategy to tackle IQIM and to tackle terrorism in the region in the meantime. Thank you very much.